Mad Coyote Joe here. Today we're talking about UNFI's new organic flavored quinoa. We've got 5 great flavors and here they are right here. We've got the curry, the Cajun, vegetable, my very favorite, the chili lemon, and today we're using the garlic. Now I'm going to show you a fun Mediterranean twist on the garlic quinoa, but first we're going to roast a chicken to go with it. Let me show you the chicken. It's right here. What I'm looking for in a chicken is good white color. Look at this. This bird is just beautiful. Now we have a little red on the tips of the wings. That's perfectly natural. And there's always a pocket of fat right back here. That's perfectly natural. But you see no yellow color. You should never have a sweet smell or really any aroma at all. It should just be very, very fresh, clean, and white. That's exactly what we have. Let me show you how to dissect it. I like whole chickens because I know how long each piece has been. I know how fresh it is, and I choose the cuts I'm going to get. Let's just start out here. We're going to pull the wing off first. Come around here and just see right there, there's just a little bone that moves there. You go through there, there's a wing. Turn it over right inside. And you want to be careful. If you cut too far in here, you're going to cut a bunch of the breast meat out. So you just make a little cut there, see that? And just come through. Very sharp knife. Now the legs are the same. Just make a cut and see, you want to be careful. So I cut into the thigh there. You want to kind of avoid that. Get down here. You have a real nice pocket of meat right there. The thigh bone is right there and it just comes off. Now let me show you something. Let me get the other one off real quick. And I'll show you. There's actually a mark between the leg and the thigh that shows you exactly where to cut. Let me set this over here for a second. If you look on both of these thighs right here, see that fat right there? That line's right there. Just this side of the fat, the leg side of the fat, right through the center of the joint. Let's try that trick again. There's the line right there, leg side of that line right there, and see how that is right through the joint. So we got that back. We're going to dress these in just a second, and let's get our breast. The breast is right here. You go right through here. The ribs are right here. You push right in there. See how they go right in half down here. Turn it over here. Come back right through here, and then this bone you usually have to break. Luckily, I have a good sharp knife here. I think I do, right? Oh, no, I'm going to have to cut here. There we are. Cut that off. Set this out of the way. There we are. Let's talk about getting the chicken ready for the grill. Now, look down here at the chicken. It's nice and moist, but I want to make sure that there's enough oil on the skin that I get a good crisp skin. So I'm just going to add a little olive oil on it, just like this. Rub it in a little bit. Just like that, and you get it on both sides and kind of do this with it, just so it messes around there. Don't worry about the underside. Clean my hands off real quick, and now I'm just going to add some kosher salt, which is a large grain salt, just like this. And remember, you do this with chicken, but not with beef. Never salt your beef before you grill it, just like this. A little bit of coarse ground pepper, and let's see, a little bit more there, and a touch over here. And then I've got some really nice granulated garlic. And remember, don't use garlic powder. Garlic powder is the skin and the shells. Granulated garlic is the heart. So that's going to cook better for you. Put it on the plate here. Now, maybe you like Monterey seasoning or Lowry seasoning salt. Any of that stuff's fine. Just add a little bit of oil to your chicken before you take it out to the grill. Come on, let's take this out and grill it right now. Take a look at this. Now the sad part of living in this beautiful Sonoran desert is we only have grilling weather about 357 days a year. That's like 9 days it rains or something. Sometimes it gets down to like 58 degrees. That's how cold it gets. All right, first things first, with the grill. A clean grill is a happy grill. Every grill manufacturer gives you the same advice on how to clean them. When you're done cooking, turn the grill on high, leave it on high for 10 minutes, and then go turn it off. You don't have to clean it right then. I've turned it on high already. What happens is everything on the grill turns to ash, then you take your handy steel brush, brush it off like this, and the grill is ready to go. All right, let's talk about getting the chicken on the grill and getting it perfect. This grill has a configuration where the burners run side to side. Some grills, they run front to back. In the side-to-side configuration, what we do, look over here, we've turned the front burner off. We've turned the center burner as low as it goes, and the middle burner, we've got it a little below high. We're looking for around 400 degrees. We're going to take our chicken, and one piece at a time, we set it on the grill, just like this. And then the trick is just to, real quick, drag it back and forth for a second. That way it won't stick, each piece. Now, the reason we've done this with this burner underneath being off is There's no fire under this, so as the grease drips out of this and drips down, it can't catch on fire. We're going to close the lid. Make sure you clean out your grill trap or your grease trap from time to time. We've all been to a barbecue where we've had either chicken that was charred on the outside or it was pink on the inside. Neither one is acceptable. The answer to perfectly done chicken is to grill it to a point where the thickest part of the thigh and the thickest part of the breast, at the center of it, the temperature is 165 degrees. Use a digital meat thermometer, 165. It's fully cooked, it's fully juicy. You cook it to 180, it's gonna be dry. You cook it to 155, it's gonna be pink. All right, come on back in the house, let's make some quinoa while this is cooking. All right, let's talk about quinoa for a minute, and specifically UNFI's new certified organic flavored quinoas. And all of the flavorings are 100% natural and they're organic too, so you have nothing to worry about with that. Now, we've got 5 great flavors. We've got the curry, the Cajun, the vegetable, my favorite, the chili lemon, and we've got the garlic. That's the one we're using today. Remember, low in carbohydrates, all 9 essential amino acids, so it's a complete protein. All right, now you say you can't cook. I'm going to tell you, you can make quinoa. Watch how easy this is. All we do, we start out with 1 3/4 cups of liquid. Now you can use whatever you want. I've got chicken broth here today. You can use vegetable broth, you can use water, you can use a combination. You know, a little bit of vegetable broth and some white wine is very nice. 1 3/4 cups. Once it's simmering, you take 1 cup of the quinoa, any of the flavors, or if you have regular quinoa, this works too. Pour it in, you can do that part. Now here's the real hard part. You stir it twice. Okay, now we're gonna return it to the stove. And we're going to turn it on the lowest setting we have. Set your timer for 20 minutes. All right. Chicken's perfect. With the garlic flavored quinoa, we want to give it some Mediterranean accent. So what are we going to do? We're going to make a basic vinaigrette. We'll start out with some extra virgin olive oil. Remember, use the better oil if you're using it raw. If you're cooking, use the less expensive oil. To that, we're going to add some lemon juice. Let's just put a strainer on here. Just squeeze this juice out of here. And remember, it's about a 3-to-1 ratio for a vinaigrette, and you can use vinegar if you want. You can use rice wine vinegar. Here I've got about 1/3 lemon juice. I think I need a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more to that. Yeah, that looks about right. 1/3 lemon juice. Let me set this over here to 3 parts of the olive oil. Now we're going to put in a touch of mustard. This is just a Dijon mustard. The Dijon mustard at this point is not in here for flavor as much as to bind this together. See how we stir this together? See, if we would take and not put the mustard in, if it would sit for any time at all, see how it's emulsified? Like that? Yeah. Let's add a little salt and pepper to this. And a little bit of Italian parsley. Stir it one more time. That's about right. All right. Now I've got some other flavors we're going to add to this. I've got some very nice English cucumber. That's the one that's seedless. You can use either one, about like that for as much quinoa as we're going to have. I'm going to add a little more garlic because I like a lot of garlic in mine, especially for Mediterranean flavor. We've got a Roma tomato. Now, if you've got vine-ripe tomatoes, use those, but if you're just getting store-bought, don't use a beefsteak. Use a Roma. They've got more of a pure tomato flavor. And we've got red onion. Remember, with the red onion, you want to rinse it in cold water after you chop, or you'll get that acid flavor. Sometimes you have red onion, it's bitter. Sometimes it's not. That's because someone hasn't rinsed it. Just a touch of red onion. This is nice. Stir this up just like this. This is about perfect. Now I've got some feta cheese. I used a mild feta today that I'm going to add to this. Our quinoa is done. Let's take a look at it. Here it is right here. Isn't that beautiful? And I wish you had smell-o-vision so you could smell the garlic flavor. This is so nice. Now we're just going to add the quinoa in here. And this would be fine just by itself for a side, by the way. Just like this, and that's about the right ratio. Now save this, it'll be very nice tomorrow cold. So will this whole salad, by the way. Now we're going to take and stir this together, just like this. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Very festive, nice and bright, a little more Italian parsley on top just for accent. Now if I was serving it at the table, I would just top it with the feta about like that, and I'd give it a little more parsley just for color around the edges. Now that's beautiful, but let's do a little bit of plating here. We'll set this here. We've got our chicken here. Let me grab a plate. And let's see, I can't find my tongs. We'll just do this like this. Let's put a nice chicken thigh on here and a wing. And next to it, we'll put our beautiful garlic flavored quinoa. Just like that. Get a little of the feta on here. Let's clean that up just like that. And then the trick they do at the fancy restaurants is just add a little parsley around the side like that. They charge you an extra $4 for that. There you go, like that. And a touch more feta. And we have the perfect dish right here. Our garlic quinoa with Mediterranean flavors and our grill roasted chicken. You can do this. Remember, the chicken 165. And try all 5 flavors of UNFI's organic quinoa. Remember the flavors. There's curry, Cajun, vegetable, chili lemon, and we use the garlic today. Go to our website for a recipe. I'm Mad Coyote Joe. Thanks for stopping by.